Hello tacticians! So, we got the 4th campaign event against the Death Guard, and apparently we can use the Sororitas and the Black Templars, with Vindicta, Isabella and Roswitha being the core heroes, which is good because I got these 3 usually past gold ones, so they should be maxed out for the whole event, at least for the standard campaign. So let's have a look at it. Alright, start campaign. You own all of them, that's cool. Log in. Huh. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, I'm probably not gonna do this in one take, so there may be changes in the sound quality between the various cuts. Bear with it, please. Now, let's start the first battle. Right, so the first one only fits 3 sisters and should be pretty doable. Let's go, Mario! Burn! 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 I said burn! Alright, then that was stage 1, a good warm-up. Moving on to stage 2. Why are the portraits not loading? Concealed enemy. Okay, that's a new thing. Well, let's have at them. Alright, so this is the door mechanic, I guess. Let's open with Roswitha. Is this how you open? Oh, yes. Okay, and opening with Roswitha may not have been the smartest thing to do in retrospect, because now while Vindicta can burn them, she cannot be protected by Isabella. So I should have opened with Isabella instead. But it doesn't really matter because they seem to be rather weak, and even if they took Vindicta out, I could have brought her back with Isabella with one more turn to spare, so no biggie. But something to keep in mind for later. And that was stage 2. Moving on to stage 3, and again more concealed enemies. That's the spirit. Okay, I got a brother here. You know what? Yeah, let's bring Godswyl as probably the most common and mediocrely useful of the Black Templars, I'd say. Then again, he will probably make rather quick work of the Plague Marine, even though the Plague Marine is resilient. Now, let's charge Vindictus and Rosvita's Act of Faith. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I can open with Rosvita. There. Put Isabella in the door and burn. Oh, that was slightly more effective than that I thought. But that's not really a problem, is it? Okay, so charge up some Act of Faith and burn. Okay, as a warm-up, this isn't bad at all. That was stage 3. Let's see about stage 4. I will return to the bonus stage later, after I have cleared the commons. Okay, this is a bit claustrophobic. There. I think this will be for the best. So let's open with Rosvita. Breach with Vindicta. Set fire to everything. Okay, it should be fine. I see that corner doesn't prevent line of sight, so this one burns, and that's not a GG yet. There is another door. I see. So setting all the fires is actually not good for lightning victories, I guess. Oh well. Should be fine still. Okay, did that Plague Marine's stench override the fire immediately? That's unpleasant. Okay, you die. Rosvita Vindicta sneaks back through the door. You die. Done. Alright, that went well. Moving on to stage 5. Wish they were clustered, but alas, no such luck. Okay, I think it's going to be strategically sound to open the door ASAP for the lightning victory. So Rosvita can do that. Isabella does her protecting thing. And let's start burning these pricks down. Alright, that worked. So, can't get right behind the door, that's sad. There is line of sight from there though. Will that be useful? Maybe. Boom. Boom. Toss the fire. Boom. Boom. And Isabella should have a decent act of faith. Probably won't one-shot the Plague Marine. That means it's gonna be better not to block them off behind the fire. Just heal up. There. So now what? Well, Godswyl is my best choice, I think. Good, and follow up with Roswitha for the lightning win. Alright. Looks like we got a boss stage next, so stage 6, Maladus, and some hidden friends. Okay, so this is from my third attempt at this stage, and well, Maladus is just way too tanky and hurty as well. There, that's the first one. That's hopefully the second one burning off, or well, worst case scenario, he will die on the next turn. And the problem is that Maladus just one-shots Vindicta, which is not great. In fact, it's quite terrible. Okay, that doesn't work very well, because I really wanted Godswyl to start working on Maladus. Damn. That marine is so annoyingly tanky. Well, that's a little act of faith. And still not enough. Cool. Damn! Okay, the marines definitely are tankier than I would like. Okay, and now I need to finacle a win somehow. So, you die. Godswyl, please don't die. Good. But that last marine I don't have a way of killing. Maybe with Godswill's passive. Ah. I don't know about easily enough. Okay, that was a pretty hard stage to get right, and with the lightning victory as well. Okay, moving on to stage 7. Wow, Nurglings, new enemies, cool. What are they like? No armor because probably demons. Yep, demons. A swarm. Deep strike. Ew. Why aren't they? Oh yes, they are deep striking. So they're unattackable on turn 1. They're a swarm and they explode. That's nasty stuff. Well, at least they die to Vindictus flamethrower easily. Oh, and there's only 4 of them and not 5 as in the swarms we are used to. I see. So this looks good. Ah, I forgot about the putrid explosion. And does it give something like unhealable? What prevented Isabella from healing herself on the previous turn? I don't know. Oh, and there is one more door in there, so this one isn't gonna be a lightning victory. Or is it? Oh. Okay, so I should have ducked Godswyl away from the exploding Nurglings, but I think this stage is pretty much solved. I'm just curious, what's behind that door? Okay, a rerun of stage 7 and an advertisement refill later, I can move on to stage 8. Right, the Nurglings are gonna start in Deep Strike, so I don't really need to pay attention to them. Let's open the door. A marine here and another door. Cool. Just what I always wanted. There. And yeah, kill the marine because why not? Alright, the Nurglings managed to suppress my Vindicta. Doesn't matter. Good, Godswyl went for the right target with his passive. You move forward, you burn the Nurglings. Good, Godswyl isn't suppressed, so he can really focus fire the Plague Marine. Headshot. And now I really don't want to set the door on fire, so that my sisters can get through to help Godswyl. Oh, boom. There. There. Please be enough. Good. I wasn't sure if Vindicta alone would kill the stack, although she probably would have. And she also would have burned Godswyl to death, likely, possibly, maybe. Anyway, moving on. And the moving on to is to stage 9. Ooh, so many doors, so many choices. Those Nurglings aren't in Deep Strike. Why not? That's weird. Game, be consistent. Oh, open the door right away. Tempus Fugit. There. I think that was a really nice turn 1 here. Even though I don't understand why the Nurglings weren't in Deep Strike, but well, let's not worry about that too much. Oh, Vindictus active here. Burn. Nice. Vindicta finishes off this one, and Godswyl starts doing Godswyl things. Blam. Blam. Roswitha should have some act of faith. Good, she did. And that's a perfect turbo win. Moving on. Okay, stage 10. 10 enemies, 5 turns. And another complicated stage. Good. So let's open with Isabella. Okay, these guys are probably better to let come to me. How fast are the Nurglings? Slow, great. Maybe they will still trigger their Deep Strike or something. What's on this side? Something Vindicta can start working on right away. There. Okay. So, easy. Godswyl. Vindictus active. Vindictus movement after active. Roswitha. Move Isabella in. Roast Godswyl a little bit. Heal Godswyl. Oh right, he got hit by the Nurglings. That's gonna take a while to set in. Anyway, Godswyl out of the way. He should be at high enough health that the putrid explosion doesn't kill him off. Okay, this was really nice. Alrighty, moving on to the boss of the common stages, Pestillian. That means a lot of putrid explosions. An eternal optimist. Oh, this is a freezer with the ice. Cool. Shame we don't have access to any units that would actually benefit from the ice. Oh well. You die. That may have been a waste, but it did feel really good. There. Oh, come on. That's a cliff. I thought she would attack him with her chainsword. Oh well. So with 3 turns left and Pestillian probably being comparatively tanky. Now what? Oh. Is he suppressed? Come on. No. Just lowered armor. Well, no matter. Do some booyah. It feels like I shouldn't waste the Act of Faith on the regular Marine. Boom. That should have died. Okay, let's see. The Acts of Faith fail. Ice shouldn't really be a problem. They shouldn't really have a crit chance, right? Okay, one more turn before all sorts of crap start hitting all sorts of fans. And I really don't want to engage Pestillian in melee now for explosion reasons, which I think is fine. There. Okay, so that was the Pestillian stage, and that means that it's time to finish the commons with the bonus stage. Let's see about it. Alright, so this is a second attempt at this stage. And with this team it's gonna be difficult. There is another Marine behind that door. And they just are too tanky, too armored to deal with efficiently. Let's try. So hopefully destroy this one. Good. Burn these guys. Why is this one more armor? Cloud of Flies, because it's standing in contamination. Cool. There. And protect Isabella. Okay, now I would really like to open the door on this turn already. But I don't think it's happening. So time for Vindictus Actives. Boom. It should have died. Boom. Dirt. And I think Isabella needs to heal herself. And I think Vindicta is gonna die. Yeah, cool. So Roswitha opens the door and can do nothing. Burchard scores a double kill, or not Burchard, Godswyl. There. Let's teleport Vindicta to the fray. There, that's one of the Marines. There. Isabella should have some act of faith, and yes, she does indeed. And it wasn't enough. Good. And Roswitha, I'm gonna pull out so that Godswyl gets his go too. I got lucky there. That was pretty close. Boom, boom. That reduced that Marine's armor. Finish this one off to give Roswitha more act of faith. And with some crits, this needs to, oh never mind, use the torch, set him on fire, and finish him off with the fire tick. Okay, so solution found. Not a smooth one, but a solution for the perfect run nevertheless. And that actually is the common stages done, and I'm gonna take a break. So I played some TA and afterwards decompressed in a nice hot bubbly bath, and it's time to continue with stage 12 in the uncommon tier. This looks familiar. Ah, Boxwankers! Oh, wait, there is another door here. I see. This is a little unfortunate. I was hoping for an act of faith to take it out. Oh, heal first. Then open the door. And find nothing attackable. Cool. Okay, the fires shouldn't be a problem anymore. I think there will be enough time to blow up this one and hopefully burn the other one with Vindicta Splash. Cool. Alright, lucky 13. Okay, so this is attempt 2 at this stage, and on the first try I got screwed by RNG. So now I know what's behind the door, and I can prepare accordingly. On the first try, I, in very similar situation, used Vindictus active on the nearest Poxwanker in the hopes of being able to go up there with her, but she set the door on fire and couldn't continue and get all the way in. There, that's how you do it. Okay, so lucky 13 took 2 tries, moving on to stage 14. So tempted to roast them with Vindictus active and move her again, but that probably wouldn't have been the right call. Okay. So, take out this guy. Yeah. There, this looks better. Kill the Poxwanker. I have some act of faith. This could work. Let's game. Okay, not quite good enough. But I can follow up with Roswitha. He still didn't die. Cool. Oh, at least the Poxwalker shouldn't be able to reach Vindicta, and she should be able to take the Marine. Next, Burchard should be able to reach the Marine, so Puff. And a double tap from not Burchard, Godswyl. There, done. Alright, moving on, stage 15, making solid progress. Okay, the Nurgling's noises are creeping me out. This should be fine. And the Nurglings now are in Deep Strike, so apparently when you open a room with them, they're not in Deep Strike for some reason. There. Might as well use the attacks, I guess. So Ize is gonna be extremely useless here. Ow. Actually, Burchard's grenades should be really good at taking them out, because blast damage and no armor. There, that worked. Next up, yeah, heal Godswyl and start working on this pack. Bird time. Two more turns. Sending Godswyl in is probably better. Can heal Vindicta now. So let's do it the other way around. Puff! And booyah! And rest in pepperoni. Okay, moving on to stage 16. That is a Corrodius. Oof. I don't like how there isn't really much room. Oh, this should be fine. Godswyl should be able to take out the Poxvanker. And Vindicta should have no problems removing those. And hopefully I will now have enough time to open the door and get through. Nurglings. Why is it always Nurglings? This is gonna be a little risky. But only a little. So, come on baby, light my fire. Godswyl double tapping like a boss. And gonna bring the AoE'er in the form of Burchard closer. Okay, grenades time. And speaking of Corrodius, here he is. Battle 17, and we see the enemies. Cool, so a Corrodius, a lot of Poxvankers, and some Nurglings. Lovely. Well, this is calling for some planning. 5 turns, that is probably plenty of time. Okay, let's go. Good, Corrodius didn't drop his bodies. But he is gonna be a little beefy. Roswitha's torch should deal exactly the number of hits the Nurglings need to die. This should blow up the Noblings and also soften up the Corrodius a little bit. Vindicta doesn't quite have God tier levels of Act of Faith just yet, but that's probably okay. Okay, now Corrodius. I expected Corrodius would summon. Oh well. He didn't. His loss. Hail to the high ground. Welcome to the jungle, huh? And he should be gone from the burn. And that means Roswitha can pretty much destroy the Noblings at her own time. Cool! Looks like being a Poxwanker kinda sucks. Okay, so moving on, stage 18. Was that another Corrodius? Oh. Okay, let's see what's behind which door. Oh! A Maladus! Almost. It still has Maladus's passive. Cool. No. I think Godswyl. Disappointing. Actually, not disappointing. Poof! And the rest should be probably leavable to Vindicta now that I think about it. Okay, let's let Godswyl have some fun too. Okay, realistically, it was probably not Corrodius. It was probably Typhus there. Complicated sentences. Anyway, stage 19. Okay. This is 50-50 about which pairing is better. Should have sent Godswyl this way. Okay, what's here? Also something where you'd want Godswyl, cool. Vindicta says, eat shit and die. I mean, have to admit, it's a pretty compelling argument. Well, time is gonna be a problem here. So I have to do it like this. There. Good. Punch the Terminator. I will be really disappointed if Godswyl were to die. Okay, now what? Okay, so from here, Burch can score a double hit. That's good, because he will get rid of the Plague Marine and break the Terminator's armor. Let's soften the Terminator up even. Let's kill the Terminator, yes. Okay. Some more treasure. And stage 20. Let's go! Alright, so attempt number 2 at this stage. And the first time I got screwed by RNG. So now I know what's behind which door. And hopefully won't get screwed by the flames again. There. There. Okay, good. And done. Getting closer to Typhus, stage 21. And there's a Terminator, cool. And a lot of crap. At least there are no obnoxious doors here to block view, path, and everything in general. So, sure, why not? Tempting. Let's do it. It's probably a bad idea to attack now, because various low grounds and whatnot. I don't really want to get closer to the Terminator. There, this looks okay. Okay, Nurglings did the Nurgling things. Let's get rid of them. Why did this one not really take any damage? That's weird. Hopefully the grenades will take care of that. Godswyl softens up the Terminator with a knockback bonus and everything. Boom! Isabella performed a beautiful act of faith. There. More Holy Prometheum, and that's the stage done. What the heck is the host of a destroyer? Or a host of the destroyer? Huh. Alright. Had Typhus. Time to have some fun. Alright. That's optimistic. Hmm. Should be fine. Okay, the sisters now should have some act of faith. Burchard probably grenades those. I should have swapped Burch and Roswitha, and she would have probably taken out the Poxwanker as well. He, Burch. But what's done is done. Now, do I want to start working on Typhus or not? Probably not. I want to outrange Typhus for now. Okay. So now what? Now strip the Terminator armor from Typhus. And I believe Vindicta has some act of faith. Guaranteed crit, some damage, should be fine. Poof! There. No, not yet. There. Yeah. He's over. High ground, rest in pieces, Typhus. And that should be a triviality now. And that's Typhus gone. That's exactly what a sore loser would say. Ah, this destroyer thing. Oh well, so that was the boss stage of the uncommon tier. Time to do the bonus one. So back to battle 13B, and let's see how much of a pain in the dick this is gonna be. So attempt number 3 at this stage. And boy, is this one a nasty one. So let's try something different again. And maybe tanking with Burch is gonna be the way to go. There. Attack with Roswitha to not use up her act of faith. There. And tough from here to potentially reunite my units. Okay, good. Burch could take it. So now he's gonna destroy the demons with his grenades and soften up, never mind, one of the marines. And it's time to go ham. Can Rosvitha fight the Plague Marine? That's the question. Let's try. Good. Act of Faith worked. Hopefully she will survive one more turn and then finish the Marine. And I need to go all in, I'm afraid. There just isn't time for anything else. Good, Rosvitha survived and crit the Plague Marine. And that kinda needs to be GG. Hopefully Vindicta will not kill Godswyl. Good. Plague Marine at 1 HP, so anything works now. Lovely. So on the third attempt, the stage 13B is done, and this one was a B. Okay, time for another break, and then to hit the rare tier. So a few hours later, time to finish this in the rare tier and stage 23. Okay, it's probably going to be better to push on. Yep. These needed aggroing. Godswyl will take a bit of a beating there, I think. But that's okay. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And pew, pew. Okay, moving on. Alrighty, stage 24, 9 enemies. Let's go. Alright, attempt number 2 at this stage because, well, my Vindicta decided that Burchard really needs a crit. Oh, I think they are positioned differently this time. Interesting. And most unwelcome, to be honest. Anyway, Burch gets some work here done. Godswyl. I keep confusing Godswyl and Burchard. Burn. Burn. There is one more Plague Marine in the northwest room. You should have died there. There, that opens the Plague Marine. Burn. new guy. I believe Izzy now has some act of faith. It probably should get closer to the action. Okay. Godswyl starts working on this one. Probably move Roswitha there and not Vindicta because, well, friendly fucking fire isn't. Boom boom. Bird. Blap. Okay, Mary not to destroy Izzy. And now I need a crit. Good. Oh well, moving on. Right, so that stage resisted for a bit, but let's see 25 now. Okay, these Nurglings are getting really old by now. And I think since they're immediately visible, they will be in deep strike, won't they? Well, it really is symmetrical, isn't it? So, turn this guy, open the door, find more Nurglings. There. Okay. Use burn. Use burn. Use burn. You guy. I'm gonna keep the torch. 363, yeah, that should take the Nurglings out, unless they block, because of course they do. Burn some more. Torch here. Burn. Okay, that was that. Moving on. Again, gonna skip the bonus stage for now, so stage 26. 8 enemies. Ugh. Okay, that's a bit claustrophobic. Oh well. So, Toxvanker dies. That should block off the Nurglings from doing too much damage, hopefully. Oh, when they get blocked, they still give the debuff. Okay. Door opened, and they're too slow to do anything of value this turn. Good. They will finish by burning, I think. Okay. Toss the torch. Block. Fine. Burn. And the Poxwalkers are blocked from reaching Vindicta. Good. And that should be a GG. Okay, Roswitha has some balls, because calling him just Jäger, not like my Lord Jäger or something. Oh. Alrighty, stage 27, 6 enemies. That's gonna be Terminators and Plague Marines most likely, if we can deploy 5 units. And 5 of them are visible right here, so where's the last one? Let's open. Oh, that's the Terminator. Wait, weren't there 9 enemies? I don't remember. Oh well. Burn. Block. Support. Okay, the grenades kinda hurt, more than I expected, definitely more than usual. So, I think I want Godswyl on the Terminator. I probably want to heal Vindicta. There. Smash his face. Burn. Burn some more. There. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew. Burn. And done. And once again there is a room that nobody knows what it contains. Cool. And I'm gonna leave it that way this time. Oh. Okay, already mentioning Mortarion. Cool. Okay, moving on to stage 28. 4 enemies, 5 deployed, 5 turns. Those are gonna be some massive Terminators, aren't they? Okay, so this is attempt number 3 at this stage. And boy, are the Terminators tanky. I really need to be focused fired by everything. And you need to get some crits to take them out. I'm pretty sure Vindicta is gonna roast everyone, so let's not do that this turn. Ow. Okay, I think Burchard's grenade will do the trick and soften up the other Terminator, which is both very good. And focus fire this one, hopefully in a somewhat safe manner. Okay. Burchard? No. Godswyl. Soften up this one. Do some knockback damage sharing. Lovely. Burch blocks off this one. Should be fine. And this one needs to die to the burn if need be. It should be done. Good. Okay, so Burch can now break both the Terminator armors. Vindicta can do some light roasting if Godswyl ducks out of the way. Burn. Burn some more. Easy. Has very little act of faith, so no sense using that. Heal Vindicta instead, who now should be safe from the Terminator. Good. And I think that on the attempt number 3 is optimism. AGG. Well done, me. This one wasn't easy. Okay, now the penultimate stage. After some treasure. Yum, yum, yum. So 29, let's go. 10 enemies. Okay, should be doable. Okay, attempt number 2 at this stage. And, well, lost the first one by 1 HP and no fire under the final Plague Marine as usual. So thank you, RNG. And that means back to the drawing board. So, there. There. The Terminator needs to get his stool pushed in. This is going to be a little tricksy, but only a little. There. All under control. So on the first try I lost Vindicta on turn 1. That didn't happen this time, so all is well. But also I didn't open the door on turn 1. So that's not all well. Terminator gone. Nurgling's dead. Godswyl got hit by the Nurglings, so he's unhealable. Not anymore. Okay, this isn't great, but maybe Easy survives. Good. And as much as I want to do some serious fire action here, I really shouldn't. And why not? Okay, that happened. Moving on. Nice. Made it to the Mortarion. He's one of my favorite guild raid bosses, but I usually don't fight him with a Sororitas and Black Templars team, so this will be interesting. I don't know, man. Sounds kinda gay. Alright, so I'm not really planning this one out too much. Assuming he acts as he usually does, he should land the lantern right about there. How much HP does he have? 8k, cool. I will not really get any more Act of Faith. Could use some high ground. I'm assuming this is accessible, yes. Oh well. Probably shouldn't have got Burchard suppressed. Then again, maybe I can unsuppress him with Isabella like this. Yep. Good. Although it will be really hard to get Vindicta out of harm's way now. Something's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Cool. So, torch. Burn. Burn. And he kinda needs to die now. Oh. Okay. That just happened. I'm confused. Okay, so that just happened. Apparently we don't need to bring him all the way to 0 HP, which was on one hand disappointing, on the other a rather pleasant surprise. And now I can move on to the bonus stage. And that will be 25B, and it's probably gonna kick my ass, isn't it? Oh, all the heroes, including Crodbone, whom I believe we haven't met yet, have we? Or am I just being confused again? Doesn't matter. So, what do we have here? Lake Marines, they aren't completely outrageous, so that's good. Now, getting rid of Maladus early would be great, so let's try focusing on that. There. And so, no more Terminator armor for Maladus. Boom, boom. And Maladus burns. Now that Marine probably isn't the main problem here, so let's go for this one. And let's do a Supporterune. Okay, I'm gonna say that worked well. So now I think Burchard should focus on taking care of the Nurglings with the volley. Can now finish off a lot of stuff with Vindicta. And it's too tempting not to go for it. Boom. Goodbye, Redbone. Corrodius, I think, needs to die. Because nobody needs more Poxwalkers. And Typhus's Terminator armor has been stripped away by Vindicta and his Psyker, so he's gonna be really happy about what Rose is gonna do to him. There. And I'm kinda thinking that this may in fact be a GG. Because there is plenty of time left and the enemies are kinda, you know, running out. Pestillian is gonna explode, isn't he? Oh well. There, that's taken care of. Is this Act of Faith, I think, will take care of Pestillian. Right? Don't mess with the sisters, boys and girls. And that is a GG. Okay, I didn't expect to one-shot this stage, and I'm really proud of myself and of my sisters. Okay, and with that I believe the standard campaign event against the Death Guard should be perfected, so let's see. Yep, I don't see anything that still needs doing. So with that, I think this video is mostly done. Actually, is there a way to grind Rodbone's shard in here? I don't think so. Nope. Nope. Oh well, it's not like he's unobtainable anymore. You do get him from the milestones for requisitions, so there's that. And if you're missing any of the Death Guard, this is how you can get them, even though I'm, well, not sure why you would want them, because other than Rodbone and Maladus, they are all pretty niche. But hey, some people like playing the Death Guard, so there's that. Anyway, thank you for watching, Tacticians. I will poke the Extremis later, because I'm really tired of this event by now. And I will see you again soon. Kaurin out.